one of those days. There we go. All right. So on with something new. And this is basically something. I'm not sure. Well, third-person game based mainly on free assets with minimal amount of coding. Part 2. Yeah. While we were gone, I cleaned up some of the extra stuff I made because it was lagging my system. And this time I'm going to thin out some of this shrubbery and work on the inventory system. Let's just show the newcomers what we've got. So, oops, sorry, hit the mute button. All right, so we can walk, we can jump and everything, and we can even fly like Peter Pan, Iron Man, I guess. Yeah, we have an inventory system where we can select items. I need to make the clicky functions work. Yeah, and we can zoom into over the shoulder. We can switch sides. This is all part of the what's it? Wait. Third person plus fly asset that I got from the store, and probably all the shrubbery and foliage comes from Polytope Studios, and their free assets also available on the Unity Assets store. Yeah. All right. First things first, then let's get rid of the shrubbery, speed things up a little bit, and the way we'll do that is select our terrain, paint trees. Is it hold shift click to erase? There we go. Shift. Boop. That's not what we did. I don't want to erase everything. Hold control of the selected type. Okay, let's remove the grass. Control click. There we go. We just want to remove that one because it's pretty dense and hard on the CPU. So there we go. It's still wrong button. There we go. I don't know if you can hear that. They're cleaning outside, so forgive the vacuum cleaner. Let's also remove the flowers, and we'll put those back later when we populate the whole map. This is just our test, and we don't need that much going on. There we go, much smoother. Okay, save that. Okay, next fix we have would be player. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, I accidentally hit the 2 button. Oh. Where is he? There he is. I just want to move him down a wee bit so his feet sit on the ground. Not that it really makes any difference. When the game starts, he sits down. Ooh, maybe make him crouch. We also have, I'm not sure what we have on the way of animations for combat and crafting and things like that, but later on. Okay, next. Yeah, okay. So the way it is right now, the player inventory, I want it to be the player to play like this with no interference in the game. I'll get rid of that dot as well. Okay, see, we picked up the axe there. Yep. And maybe want to I'm trying to think what I want to do. Okay, first let's figure out the use buttons and stuff like that. There should be in here. Here we go. So inventory key tab should give us is the same as E, inventory panel. Okay. C gives us the character panel, V gives us the crafting panel, and Q is throw away. So throw away works. Where's the use button? Okay. So now I'm going to look at another project, RDAF, which used it quite a lot. Oh, I got a chat. Hey. Don't get many of those. This one used the inventory system as well, and I believe I programmed the use button into it. So let's have a gander. It's a big game. Takes a while. Come on. There we go. Nope. Hey. So we look through the code. Place items. That's a good place to start. We obviously need to use that. Nope. Maybe not. An inventory. Held item. Nope. Let's see. Mind the sound on this is pretty loud. Sorry if it comes through. Let's come on. Nope, no sound. Good. Why is it not? Oh, it doesn't work. This. I was very sure when I wrote this. Let me clean. That you can use things. Let's find some to pick up. Yes, there we go. They picked up the water bottle. One, use. So yeah, you can use it. E, okay. Nope, item inventory. Not there. Player controller. Has flashlight. That might lead us there. If has flashlight and power. I picked up a flashlight. Yes. Did he use the flashlight? No. No. Use selected item. There we go. So what calls that? Use item. Input controller. Okay. So in inventory controller, use selected item. Okay. Let's jump back over to something new. Inventory controller. And we want use selected item. It would seem there isn't one in the default version, in the base version of inventory controller. Sorry. So close that too soon. Let's bring that back. That player controller, input controller, and RDAF might come in handy as well. So, because the input controller uses the new input system, whereas we're currently using the old one. So let's have a look at that. Maybe we can just pull that over. Escape, forward, back. Yeah. Let's take this. Let's take this on this over to something new. And assets. Scripts. Yeah, I'll do for there for now. And Unity should pick that up. Come on. And of course it's going to complain. So I think we have to change it to use the new input system. There is that done. That would be in project settings. Yeah, here we go. Input manager in player. No. Oh, it's been a minute since I did this. This is where you configure the controls. Yes. So where's the new one? Oh, I think we have to add it. Do we have to add it? Package, maybe? Input. Not in my assets, in Unity registry. Input. Input system. There we go. Install. Now, while that's installing on there, let's look for the inventory system, inventory controller. So maybe I just port over this whole thing, this whole version of it, because it's the newest. But it doesn't have things. Actually, it has a lot of comments. I think that was because it was using the old input system. Excuse me again. Okay, no. Let's just edit, find replace. Let's find it again. Oh, I can't find it. Where is it? So open chess, spawn chess map, chess, drop item, use pickup item, use item. I'm in the right one. Oh, yes. Use select the item. There we are. Item bar. It was on the item bar. But that is in player control. Yeah. We won't be part of a corolla, so we're going to get rid of all that stuff. Let's have a look at the player control that we already have. We don't need that. What? Um, mm-hmm. Our player uses a number of different behaviors. I'm guessing we'll start with basic behavior. Have a look at that. Mm-hmm. Where do we put the controller? Character controller. Behavior. Let's get rid of stuff we don't need right now. We don't need terrain. We can stay there. We don't need. What's this? Oh, that's the original environment. We can get rid of that. The player has shadow mesh. Yeah, we can get rid of that probably. Yeah. So everything we need is in here. So yeah, I have to rewrite this movement behavior. To use the new input system. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. We're in something new. Input controller. So yeah, this takes the input from the keyboard or game controller, whatever you've got, and passes it over to the relevant controller. All right. So our game controller. Start this up and work our way through that then. Yeah. Okay, I believe our dav's something. It's closed. No, because we'll just have to reopen it. And this one. All right. Game controller does not exist, so obviously we need a game controller. So it's correct and empty. We'll just call the game manager because it gets a cool icon. If you add a component called game, a script, sorry. I'm going to create a new one called game controller. No. Nope. Input converter. What the hell name it? Wow. And how did I not spot that? Well, I can barely talk, so it's pretty obvious why I can't spot spelling mistakes. Anyway, I'm not gonna apologize for my inarticulate lingo. Some days it's good, some days it's not. Let's carry on. All right, input controller. I need to rename it properly. Yeah. And then we can close that and rename it here. All right, and we'll give that those two onto the game manager. You can't add a script because the script... You can't do it because there's an error. I don't see how the two need to be related, but... Alright, let's jump over to... I've grabbed the player controller, or the game controller. Let's have a look. Do I need all of this? Obviously not. Nope, I don't need an actual game controller. What I need is a player controller. Okay, and it won't let me do that either. I'm sure. Name. It's Unity. I know. I guess I could. Basic behavior could be renamed to player controller, and we could base from there because that has a lot. Most of the changes are going to be in here. So yeah. Let's get rid of that and rename this to player controller. And close that. Over here, basic behavior now becomes player controller. I'm pretty sure that's faffed everything up. No, it hasn't. We're still good. Cool. So now I have the player controller over there, which means if we go back to input control, where the hell is input control? That's fixed. Now we need player controller needs an instance. Okay. And that would be static, and it would be public. Okay. Is that instance lowercase? Why do I always use lowercase? I don't know. And also game control. We'll also need an instance. Public static instance. Oops. Game controller instance. Ooh. Someone wants me. One moment. Shipping items have been shipped. Yay. All right, next. Let's save that up. Let's see what Unity says now. All right, we still got the game controller here because we need an on pause method. Now what we can do is just go control full stop, and then we can just no, why is game controller part of so what? Oh, because it's saying that doesn't hold. Of course it doesn't. That's why I asked you to create it. Anyway, this would be public void on pause. Why would I do it? Why would you? That's silly. All right. Does not exist. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, I did. Damn it. I'm the worst. Okay. We also need an on forward, I guess. That doesn't work in here. It used to work that you could just press click anywhere on the line, and if you press Control D or Control C, it would copy the whole line below. But this doesn't do it anymore. Nope. We need on, pause, on, forward. On back, left, on right, bumper, bumper, interact and use, basically the same thing. Why is that not there? Oh, because we didn't actually use the inventory in this game. But what we'll do is we'll put it back in anyway. And on press drop. That's it. All right. So let's copy those over. On use, on interact. On right bumper. On left. All right. Ah, the joys of coding. On forward and on pause. All right, let's save that and see how many of those go away. None. Why? Do they need to be static? No. No, they don't. Public class input controller. Shoot. On forward, back. These are all in the player controller. Player controller. And let's slot them right in here. And that should, hopefully, fingers crossed, fix all those errors. Come on, Unity. Do you want to enable the back ends? Yes. Disable the old input. Maybe yes. Oh, yes, of course we want to save. Unity can be slow sometimes. Unity, come, there we go. All right, back to our original where we were. Now, let's see what happens when we actually press a button on our controller. I'm not sure which one's which. Yeah, no idea. Let's try the boss. Come on. You're trying to read input. Okay. So this would be scrolling. Now what did scrolling do? Oh, it zoomed in and out, didn't it? So on our input controller, forward and back and left and right, we don't actually have, which probably means the item bar has its own so we need to change this as well. Wait, I would have already done that in the new system. In RDAV, let's find input control. There we go. And then that was let's try and find the item bar in here. Item bar, item data. Oh, there it is. No. Does this actually work? Oh, it didn't. Did it? I don't know. It must have done because it worked in the game. You go and select some, pick up some random items, a torch and a ball. So use nothing. If I select one, we can turn the torch on. Set 2, we can drink the water. So yeah, that is working. No, that is just. Yeah, select the slot. Check if the user is scrolling the mouse wheel. Raw input. This is the new one. It must be. Don't know. But in RDAF, it works. And input get keycode, yeah, it's the same. Oops. They are line for line the same. This one ends on 93, this one ends on 95, so something somewhere above. It starts on 57. Yeah, something above that got modified, but this is the same. Okay. So selecting a slot is done solely via I think I need to put some I'm gonna have to use different input sets. Okay. Sometimes it's not easy developing a game. You got to make so many decisions and choices on how you're going to proceed. So obviously the input get raw access isn't working. Okay, in something new, but here does work. Let's see. I thought there was a way to do both. Edit project settings, input system. There we go. We need to bring that over from RDAF. Where is it? It's called input settings. This one. There we go. Where are my input settings? No, that's RDAF input settings. Come on. It wasn't. There we go. That brings it up to date. Come on. Forward, back, left, right. Turn left, turn right. And these currently are handled here through vertical velocity. Movement management. Okay. Oh, I hate when they don't use the braces. Come on. And then you did use them. Okay. No, it's using the mouse wheel to set the speed. Is it? As well as zoom. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Find all references. Here. If I select in a slot, we're using it there. And here. Okay, so I'm going to have to add some ifs in and say our mode for over the shoulder or not over the shoulder. Interesting. Yeah, I need a drink. I'm gonna have a break for an hour and eat something, and I'll be back in a bit.